Shalom, thank you for joining me. My name is Les, and I'd like to welcome you to the Chef Prepper channel. And today we're going to try to make some very quick pancakes. We're going to look on the storage shelf what little bit we have and see if we can find some pancake mix, which will let us do make the pancakes quicker than making them from scratch. Maybe they won't be real nutritious, but in a SHTF grid down situation, sometimes we'll have to make things quickly because we have many other things that we have to get to. We're going to try to make some pancakes with pancake mix, pre-made mix, and perhaps fry some eggs. And today is going to be more focused on the ability to use a charcoal chimney. I have a little grill that fits on top, and we're going to see if we can cook over the charcoal chimney using wood. So that's what we're going to do. Now, I think I see some pancake mix. Let's see. Pancake and waffle mix, complete. And look at there, it's the good stuff. Great value. Hey, how about that? And it's buttermilk at that. And so you can see how simple that this recipe is going to be. It's simply a matter of combining the mix and water in a mixing bowl, and then doing the frying of the pancakes over the stove in the skillet. It couldn't be any simpler. We're going to make this recipe about half of what it is saying here, but other than that, it's going to be just like it says on the box. So we're going to start out. We know we got to mix water, so we're going to get some water from the Berkey. We want safe, clean drinking water, even though we may. Okay, so we're going to put about a half cup of flour, or the whole mix, in our bowl. About a half cup. And recipe says 2/3 cup water, but we're doing a half recipe, so we'll put in 1/3 of a cup. If we need more, we'll put a little more in. If not, we won't. All right. And so, a little later, we will do pancakes from scratch with using the other storage foods such as all-purpose flour. We'll get into grinding wheat berries and making flour from that standpoint. And you know what? This doesn't look like very much batter, so we're going to go ahead and do the full recipe. Okay, we got that done. Put a cover on the bowl. And I'm thinking I'm going to also have a couple of fried eggs with this. So, I'm going to take a couple eggs with this also. See you outside. Okay, so here we are outside, and you can see, I'll show you, we just had somewhat of an ice storm yesterday. That noise you hear is my dog breaking some of the ice. We're outside at our tabletop campfire. I'll have to come up with a name for this. Anyway, we're going to try to use the charcoal chimney. We're going to have wood in it, not charcoal for this. I haven't done this before, but I did find this grill cover, and I'm going to try. I'm going to try to see if we can use the chimney to cook on. And of course, if you were to be cooking for 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 people in a group or a tribe or mag, then this is not a viable thing for you. But for 1 or 2 people, I think it could be. And of course, wood will be readily available for most of us, hopefully, whereas charcoal might not be. So we're going to try the charcoal chimney with wood in it. And to get it started, it is very cold here, so I am going to use a fire starter. This is not a video about bushcraft and using flint and steel and so forth to start fires. So we're going to do it with this. So here we go. And apparently I'm using using a lot of resources just to get this going. But there it goes. And I didn't show you the inside of the chimney, but it just so happens that the chimney will fit right over this. And then, all right, fire's going. Put our skillet on. Just a little bit of olive oil. And we're going to be working on how to have some long-term cooking materials, so to speak, as far as oils and butters, or butter. A little bit burned, but not bad. Pancake 2. All right. Time for the eggs. So here we are back in the house, and for the pancakes, they're very light and fluffy. Being that we are doing this for practice in a grid down situation, emergency cooking, may or may not have butter, so we're going to give it some of the powdered butter. So there's the butter. Maple syrup, or your favorite sweetener if you want that. Could be various things, but for today this may not look pretty, but I think it's going to taste pretty good. So we have our syrup, or as I call it, syrup. And a little bit of cinnamon, maybe a lot of cinnamon. All right, now for the eggs, they got a little tough because the skillet got hot. One thing I figured out from this cooking experiment, and it was an experiment, as I have never cooked like that on a charcoal chimney before. It was something I wanted to try to see if it would work. It does work. Lots of room for improvement, obviously, but it works. Probably the biggest thing that would make a difference would be to use a cast iron skillet rather than the kind I used, which was a carbon steel skillet. It's much too hot, much too quick, I realize, but in the midst of cooking, too late to change around, right? Himalayan salt for the eggs, pepper. All right, so now eggs are good. Pancakes are good. So, thank you for joining me today. I'm going to eat the meal, and we'll see you in a couple of 3 days. Shalom, and thank you.